Okay, I'm Duane Kaasa, and this is my blushing bride, Patricia.
Pat.
And yeah, we're from Kashmir, Washington.
Yep.
And
He likes to paint things.
yeah, this is just kind of the latest project for us. And
The sixth project.
these people and some others have been kind enough to give us a hand, since we're a little bit long on the years here, and
Steve
not
and
as
his wife.
stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little short on energy, but they're getting a lot done. We plan on working off of the upper planks, and that's a work table. And we're rigging up railings now.
I can tell you these holes are exactly lined up real nice.
Yeah, Duane, what was that spec that you were doing this job to?
MIL TFD 41P, mil spec. Make it like the friggin' drawing for once, please.
Haven't made me privy to the drawing yet.
The whole project is to repaint this, the exterior of this for now, and the scaffolding is so we can work on the roof. We plan on getting the roof done at this time, and only have 24 feet of scaffolding, so we're making it so that we can drag it and do half the roof, 24 feet, then move the scaffolding half the roof and 24 feet again until we're done. And then we pull it around the other side and do the same thing. Then we tear down all the upper stuff and then start working on the sidewalls. And that'll be a separate project. It's going to be black, and it's water-based paint. We're not going to spray it. The water base is so we don't have to worry about the cyanide and polyurethane paint. And so this is a lot safer for everybody. We don't have to wear masks.
Which handrail is it?
And we're just going to roll it on the roof
Right up on the top,
and spray the sidewalls.
from there to there.
It'll leave a little bit of an orange peel, but that's okay on the roof. I so decree.
For here.
I'm Steve Eddy, my lovely wife Lindsay. We're from Minden, Nevada, and we're here. We didn't come here to paint this car. We came here to do other tasks, but then we saw all these old people out here working, and we figured we youngsters needed to come in and help out. So we are now doing the roof of the car.
This is Tanya Reiner. Maiden name's Tanya Kaasa. She's Duane's brother or sister, and I'm her husband, so I'm a designated worker down here. So we come down and help him whenever we can. We're from Snohomish, Washington.
We have potentially 4 more people, roughly, coming to help. My sister and brother-in-law, Tanya and Paul, are going to be here for a little while. I plan on being here for 2 weeks. Whatever they're capable of doing will determine how much we get done. But for now, while we have the high scaffolding, we're going to clean up the trucks and the baggage compartments and the tanks and so forth underneath, and get that painted. And then the ends, they will be kind of a separate. We worked till exhaustion yesterday, and we didn't get quite finished with the edge of the roof. Otherwise, it's ready to prime. And with the help of the man lift on the other side, we're able to do the entire thing for the length of the scaffolding. So we have about 24 feet of it ready to prime and paint, finish paint. And that'll be black. But we're just prepping the very, very edge right now. We'll be painting today, at least primer, maybe color. And then my sister is bondoing the rusted out areas. There's about 300 of them on this side, but there's only about 6 on the other side. So this is the big job here.
Sure nobody's underneath.
So we'll.
Is there anybody underneath us?
Nope.
Okay.
Nobody underneath you. There's wasps in the vent up there. And they're blowing out some carcasses. We sprayed them with bug killer. There's a couple bird nests in there too, but no birds.
Paint.
Paint is waterborne and it's skinned with water, but it's catalyzed. I don't understand the process, but this is the first I've ever mixed of it, and it's really thick. We're going to try on the back side one coat, and we fill it with water, and
It's how expensive?
$400 a gallon. I didn't ask for it, Jerry Crane did. The good side of it is, though, it's water-based, and there's no cyanide in it, like there is in polyurethane paint. That's the advantage of it. That's why I went to. Polyurethane paint is $450 a gallon. My camper has $400 a gallon paint on it. Tools and getting tools. All this sanding stuff. You never know what's going to work. You know what these mean? The application of this type of paint with the roller leaves kind of stipple marks or orange peel, and even with a brush, you leave brush marks. But the molecular makeup of the paint is such that apparently it has a high surface tension, and it tends to flow over and flatten. It's I guess self-flattening would be the best way to describe it, but it tends to wet out by itself after it's applied, especially if it's not real hot. If it's hot, it will kick off faster and not have time to wet out. But if it's a little bit cooler, like on the shady side, it should wet out better. And we want to leave a little bit of that stipple finish here on this side because there are rows of spot welds and that sort of thing that we're not even trying to cover up. And and what we're doing is not perfect either. So, ladies first.
Holly and Russ Ernest from Snohomish, Washington. I'm Duane Kaasa's daughter, so over the years I've been roped into many really extreme projects. So this is the latest one.
I'm the designated son-in-law.
Power tools, ladders, you know, whatever needs to be done.
I take instructions 3 times. That's my job.
Well, we're down 2 people today, but Steve has, I believe, the other half of the roof ready for the rust conversion coat, and he went to see his wife off. He'll be back shortly, and then we'll finish sanding this side of the roof and have the conversion coat on there. It's a rust stopper, and we're making really good progress with all these Bondo patches. When you get up close, there's a lot more of them than we realized. And but anyway, the sanding is nearly finished. The bondoing is done. I'm doing the rough sanding so that the paint will adhere a little better in the areas that we haven't been working. And then I'm cleaning it as I go too. we should be able to get the primer going on the sides today. We're going to prime up to the bottom of the windows, or a little higher, and then we can paint the finish coat up to the bottom of the windows from the ground. So we're limited as to where we can work with the scaffolding. It's a lot of work to change it. But by the time we get to the end of the roof, then we'll dismantle the scaffolding and then work at a lower level so we can finish the upper part of the sidewall and then drag it back this way. Same thing on the other side.
My name is Roger Rude. I'm a local here. I live about half mile down the road. Every once in a while I have an opportunity to do some work over here. Don't do a lot, but you know, when I can. And anyway, I know I'm helping Duane here. He's a good friend of mine. Known him for a long time. So I can't imagine him doing a project like this because this is a lot of work.
That's a pity. That's strange paint, isn't it? The groove, and then more of it wicks in with it, and it
Just checking.
Hey, Paul, there's a section.
Okay, the plan for the sides is we
Not a lot.
move we modify the scaffolding and move it into place. And then I have a story pole here which has marks on it indicating where the stripes go, and the dark and light gray colors.
Okay, so you
Then
Yeah,
so we mark for the bottom of the bottom stripe.
Yeah.
Snap a line and put masking tape along the line. Then we sand the green upper area down to the top of that masking tape. And at that time we can prime the area that we've sanded, the 24 feet. And that takes 4 hours to dry. And so then we lightly scuff that, and then we can paint the silver stripes on. They'll be just roughly put on, and then we will we have to allow 24 hours for the silver to dry before we can finish mask the stripes, the silver stripes. Then as soon as we mask it, then we can paint the upper light gray, and the charcoal gray that's in the area of the windows. And as soon as that's applied, then we can peel the tape off and move the scaffolding one more setup. But we have to wait 24 hours for those stripes to dry before we can put tape on that area. So that's that, and the 4 hours drying time for the primer are the big delays as far as moving our setup is concerned. So it'll take 3.5 setups for each side, and if it goes according to plan, that'll be 2 days per setup. If we can make really good time and don't run out of anything. So another 13 days, maybe.